The key role of our organization is listening to community members and educating them on how to realize their own power. And many times, especially in rural communities, communities that are affected by environmental justice issues, sometimes their issues are dust or pesticides or issues with infrastructure that are causing environmental problems. So figuring out what their number one priority is and figuring out who's responsible so that we can tackle that together, I think is the ultimate goal for us. We're working with the California EPA to really get some understanding on the things that we don't know, right? There's so many rules and regulations that exist in California, and sometimes they branch throughout jurisdictions. So figuring out who's responsible for what is something that's really helping us out, and getting voices in the room to even help agencies work together in a much more productive way. So we're figuring out how we can make sure that, that line of communication, that bridge, is always reinforced with community trust so that we can work to uplift those voices and make sure that they're visible. There is power in visibility, and some of that power is realized through making sure that we're no longer affected by some environmental issue that may have been affecting this neighborhood for generations and is no longer a problem because one person decided to educate themselves. The ultimate goal is for community voices to have an express pass, an express lane to agencies and how to be heard. So building out that express lane of communication and responsibility is going to be our task for however long that takes. We have established relationships with a lot of the regulatory agencies that can also help us work with not only regional agencies but local agencies. So it's very holistic. It's local, it's regional, it's statewide. The partnerships between community members, regulatory agencies, and nonprofits, and how those relationships have helped strengthen the collaboration between agencies and community members so that community needs and priorities are heard and respected in a way that really amplifies agency capacity. Any environmental issue that affects people and that they feel like they made a difference to improve their lives or the lives of their community members is something that is very powerful.